Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. This is your Manchester United versus Manchester City preview. It's the Manchester Derby. It's Saturday, 12:30 kick-off at Old Trafford. Recently, Manchester United drew 2-2 against Atalanta. Manchester United came from behind twice to draw with Atalanta. Cristiano Ronaldo saved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer against Atalanta. Ronaldo netted twice in stoppage time at the end of both halves. Ronaldo also scored the winner in the reverse fixture against Atalanta at Old Trafford. Ronaldo scored the winner against Villarreal earlier on this season. Ronaldo scored last Sunday against Tottenham. Ronaldo has now scored 9 goals in all competitions since he re-signed for Manchester United. But yeah, it was a poor performance against Atalanta. Obviously, Rafael Varane came off injured in the first half. Varane has only just come back from a groin injury. Varane made his return against Tottenham last Sunday. I hope the injury is not too severe, but Solskjaer has admitted that Varane could be a doubt for the Manchester Derby. Manchester United won the last league game against Tottenham 3-0. As for Man City, they lost their last league game to Crystal Palace 2-0 at the Etihad. They also lost to West Ham the other week in the Carabao Cup. Man City do play tonight against Club Brugge. Manchester City have got a very good manager in Pep Guardiola. He's been Man City manager now for like 5.5 years. Man City appointed Guardiola in back in 2016. Guardiola has got a very good pedigree behind him. He's won a lot of trophies. Before Man City, he was at Barcelona, was he? And before, he's managed Bayern Munich. Guardiola has won the Champions League before. He won it with Barcelona. He didn't win it at Bayern Munich, but he came very close to winning it at Bayern Munich. Last season, Pep Guardiola signed a 2-year contract extension with Man City. A long time ago, Guardiola worked with Marcelo Bielsa. It was Marcelo Bielsa that taught Pep Guardiola. So obviously Pep Guardiola has been following Marcelo Bielsa's philosophy at Manchester City. City are the Premier League champions because Manchester City won the Premier League last season. They've won 3 Premier Leagues in the last 4 seasons. Manchester City also won the League Cup last season. City have won the League Cup for the last 4 seasons in a row. City also got to the Champions League final last season, but they did lose to Chelsea. Before Pep Guardiola, Manchester City had Manuel Pellegrini. They won the Premier League under him. And before then, they had Roberto Mancini, and they won the Premier League under him. When they won it under Roberto Mancini, that was City's first title in 44 years. Manchester City are sitting third in the Premier League at the moment. Manchester City have got some very, very good players in their team. Obviously, one of their key players is Gabriel Jesus. He'll be in contention to play in this game on Saturday. City have also got Raheem Sterling. I think he'll be in contention to play in this game. Manchester City got Raheem Sterling from Liverpool a few years ago now. City have also got Phil Foden. I highly rate Phil Foden. Been at City a long time, obviously came up City's academy. City have also got Riyad Mahrez. They got him from Leicester back in the summer of 2018. City have also got Ferran Torres. He won't be in contention to play in this game because he's out with injury until January 2022, which is next year. Manchester City have got quite a lot of midfielders, haven't they? Obviously, they've got Bernardo Silva. He's one of their key players. City have also got Gundogan. He's good. They've also got Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is regarded as one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. He's probably as good as Bruno Fernandes. City have also got Jack Grealish. They got him in this year's summer transfer window from Aston Villa. Obviously, City's most expensive signing. City paid £100 million for him. Man City have also got Rodri. To be honest with you, I don't really rate Rodri. So there you go. City have also got Kyle Walker. Obviously, Kyle Walker's a right back. City got Kyle Walker from Tottenham a few years ago. I think they got him for like £50 million. City have also got Cancelo. I think, if I'm right, they got him from Juventus. City have also got Zinchenko. You know, he's a defender. City have got that Mendy, haven't they? He might have been released now by City. That's Benjamin Mendy, that is. He's injury prone anyway. City have got a few centre-halves in their team. Obviously, they've got John Stones. I rate John Stones now. I didn't rate him at the first because I thought he was very poor at one point, but all of a sudden John Stones has become very good for Man City. I remember John Stones when he played at Everton. He plays well alongside Laporte, doesn't he? And Ruben Diaz. City, yeah, have got Ruben Diaz. Laporte cannot play in this game for City because he's suspended. He got sent off in Man City's 2-0 loss to Crystal Palace last weekend. City have also got Nathan Ake. They got him from Bournemouth. He's another centre-half they've got. So there you go, and obviously Manchester City's first choice goalkeeper is Edison. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. I think City's second choice goalkeeper is Zach Steffen. They did bring a goalkeeper in the summer transfer window this year, and that was Scott Carson. It's worth a lot of money, is Manchester City's team. Pep Guardiola has spent over £1 billion in all his managerial career so far, but more than half of that has gone on that Manchester City team. Manchester City have let quite a few players go. Obviously, Aguero left them at the end of last season. He went and joined Barcelona. Was it a couple of years ago now? Leroy Sané left Man City. He went to Bayern Munich from Man City. Otamendi also left Man City. Was that a few years ago now? He was actually part of the deal for Ruben Diaz getting Man City. Vincent Kompany also left Man City a few years ago. From Man City, he went to become player manager at Anderlecht. David Silva, he also left Man City as well. So there you go. I think City did get that Stevanovic back in January. Didn't they loan him out though? Now, this fixture last season in the Premier League was 0-0 at Old Trafford. Manchester City did win 2-0 against Man United in the EFL Cup last season, and Manchester United beat Man City 2-0 at the Etihad last season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has beaten Pep Guardiola 4 times as Manchester United manager. Obviously, Guardiola's beat Solskjaer a few times as well. But I am really looking forward to the game. There has been some good games between Manchester United and Manchester City over the years. Do you remember the 4-3 back in 2009-10 season, was it, when Michael Owen scored the late winner? There was also that game when Man United beat Man City 1-0 when Scholes scored late on. There was also that Carling Cup game back in 2010, was it, when Wayne Rooney scored late on. But yeah, I'd say overall Manchester United have beaten Man City more than, City have beaten them. After Manchester City, it is the international break, and then after that it's Watford. But in regards to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think he should be sacked by Manchester United because he's not good enough to be Manchester United manager, and I reckon that Solskjaer has been given long enough. I think Solskjaer will be staying at Manchester United until at least January next year. The problem is, if Manchester United do sack Solskjaer, who's going to come in to replace him? We wanted to get Antonio Conte, but obviously we can't get Antonio Conte because he's gone to Tottenham. If Manchester United do decide to sack Solskjaer, they'll have to pay Solskjaer 7.5 million. Because in the summer, Solskjaer signed a new contract with the club until 2024. There's an option of a further year, and Manchester United made a mistake giving Solskjaer that contract, because I can assure he won't see it out. But prior to the Atalanta game, obviously it said Woodward refuses to sack Solskjaer. As many at Manchester United expected Solskjaer to be sacked, especially after the 5-0 defeat to Liverpool the other week at Old Trafford. Obviously reports were circulating out after that game saying that the Man United stars were losing faith in Solskjaer, and obviously Solskjaer was losing the fans. After the game though against Liverpool, Solskjaer refused to resign, and he said it was his darkest day as a manager. And you know what, if Solskjaer did care about the club, he would resign. But obviously Solskjaer's not giving up, is he? This season is Solskjaer's third full season as Man United manager. And I did say at the start of this season that this season was going to be massive for Solskjaer because he's got big expectations to exceed. But like I've said before, I just feel as though that the expectations are far too high for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to exceed as Man United manager. And I think Solskjaer has lowered the standards at the club as manager, and Solskjaer is in a position that he shouldn't be in. I hate to say this regarding Solskjaer, but I am being realistic. Of course, every Manchester United fan wants Solskjaer to succeed as Man United manager. But he's not going to, is he? Solskjaer's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager. We haven't won anything since 2017. Now, regardless of what happens regarding Solskjaer, I'll always adore him for what he's done for the club. Solskjaer is a legend of the club. He endured 11 years as a player for Man United. He flourished under Ferguson's guidance. Solskjaer has been Manchester United manager now for almost 3 years. Manchester United endured a very good summer transfer window this year. Spent around £141 million, made 4 signings, brought Tom Heaton in on a free from Villa, brought Sancho in from Dortmund, brought Varane in from Real Madrid, and we re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo after 12 years. And Solskjaer received very good backing in the summer transfer window by the board. Darren Fletcher backed him, John Murtough backed him, Ed Woodward backed him, and the Glazers backed him. But only because the Glazers had been persuaded to. Ole has endured 5 transfer windows now as permanent Man United manager. And Man United have got a very good squad. It's a title winning squad, so in reality Manchester United should be winning the Premier League this season. Well, Solskjaer did say at the start of this season that his ambition was to win the Premier League. You know, Manchester United have not won the Premier League since 2013. That's 8 years ago now. But Solskjaer has no more excuses. Solskjaer got appointed in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. In Solskjaer's first 3 months, he was the interim manager. He did well as the interim manager, so the club decided to give him the job on a permanent basis back in March 2019. And Ole is our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson, because since Ferguson, Man United have sacked 3 managers. Sacked David Moyes after 10 months. Moyes is probably the worst manager we've ever had. We finished 7th under the Moyes era. We sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years, despite him winning the FA Cup. And we sacked Jose Mourinho after like 2.5, 3 years. He won 3 trophies in his first season. So you can say Mourinho did enjoy 1 good season at Man United. Mourinho got us a 2nd place finish. I think that was in his 2nd season. But Manchester United have been playing catch up for the last 8 years or so. Manchester United have not been the same team since Ferguson retired. And a lot of United fans predicted it was all going to go wrong when Ferguson retired, which obviously it has done. No one will replicate what Ferguson did at Manchester United, not in my lifetime anyway, revert back to what I've said before. Ferguson brought success to Manchester United. He won 30 odd trophies, was it, including 13 Premier League titles, but Fergie didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United, so that just indicates that it takes some managers time to settle in. Ferguson enjoyed a 27-year managerial tenure at Manchester United as well. Now, Manchester United are going to offload players next year. Next year, I think Martial's going. Martial doesn't get in our team and he's inconsistent anyway now. He has just come back from injury. Before the start of this season, it said Solskjaer refuses to sell Martial as he remains part of his plans. Solskjaer seems to have a lot of trustworthy in Martial. Don't forget Solskjaer was the one that gave him that number 9 shirt. The best season I recall Martial having was his debut season under Van Gaal. Last season he was out with a knee injury for a while. Martial's been at Manchester United for 6.5 years. He's got a contract with the club until 2024. We got Martial in a deal worth like 54 million from Monaco. I think Cavani's definitely going next year. I can't say I want Cavani to leave though, because Cavani has made an impact since he's come in. Cavani didn't start against Atalanta recently, but he did come on in the game. He scored a very good goal in the 3-0 win against Tottenham last weekend. It was a lovely dink over Hugo Lloris. Cavani should have scored in the first half against Tottenham because he had a very good headed chance. Just went wide. Cavani was obviously playing alongside Ronaldo against Tottenham last week, and that was very intriguing to see. They do play well together, Cavani and Ronaldo. Solskjaer even hinted that the Cavani and Ronaldo partnership will be staying. Cavani has got under a year left on his Man United contract. It was back in May he signed that 1-year contract extension worth over £200,000 a week. We got Cavani on a free transfer, don't forget, and I think this is his 2nd full season at Man United. He has got a good pedigree behind him. Look at the amount of silverware he won when he was at PSG. He was also a long-serving player when he was at PSG. I think Juan Mata is going next year. Obviously, Juan Mata doesn't get in the team, does he? Plus, Juan Mata's lost that yard of pace and he's aging up. But despite that, Juan Mata has had a good career at Manchester United. He's been at Manchester United for 7.5 years now, and he's made over 200 appearances in all competitions and he's scored over 50 goals. At the first part of last season, Juan Mata rejected an 18 million a year contract offer to play in Saudi Arabia. And we got Juan Mata from Chelsea back in 2014 for 40 million. Brought him in under the David Moyes era. I definitely think Jesse Lingard is going next year. Well, Lingard is intending on running down his contract because earlier on this season it said Lingard rejected a new Man United contract offer because of 2 players. Lingard's current contract at Man United expires at the end of the season, and ESPN said earlier on this season that Lingard is a target for Barcelona and AC Milan. Lingard's been part of the club for a long time. I think Solskjaer wants Lingard to stay at Man United. The second half of last season, Lingard enjoyed a 4-month look. What? What?
I'm making your tea when I'm at Mace's and Liz.
Right.
You don't have to have it with them. You can warm it in microwave later.
Make my tea then.
But do you want it with them or do you want it later?
With them.
With them?
Mm.
Right, I'm doing your chips and nuggets because we're having a curry meal.
Alright.
What's that cig on charge?
So yes, as I was saying regarding Lingard, yeah, he had a 4-month loan spell with West Ham. I think next year Van der Beek is going as well because he isn't getting enough game time at Man United. I think next year Matic is going, he's another one. Looks like Pogba is going next summer. Like I updated you recently, Mark Ogden came out and said that Man United are prepared to let Paul Pogba leave on a free transfer next summer after accepting that the midfielder will not sign a contract. Obviously, Pogba was very, very poor against Atalanta recently. Obviously, Pogba can't play against Man City because, like I've already mentioned, he's got 2 games to serve because he's suspended because he got sent off against Liverpool. Tellez, I think he's going next year. I think Jones is going next year. Bailly's going next year. And I think Dalot is going next year. And I think Dean Henderson will go out on loan next year. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Probably later on today or tomorrow I'll be giving my predicted 11 for the game, but there'll be videos coming up before I give you my predicted 11. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Like I said, drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.